So the next thing we're gonna do is a little bit different in terms of like the topic, but you still get to see a fun rainbow. So the reason this works right here, this tower, I'm gonna make one with you, but this is just my example, is because of density. So you can kind of see this is purple. I did a little bit too much green up here. Blue, green, yellow, and red. I didn't have any orange food coloring, so I just kind of let them mix and just did 5. So what you need for this is a couple of different things. I'm using a tray because it can get a little messy. And then you're gonna need 5 different things, 5 different liquids in terms of how dense they are to how not dense they are. So the densest thing that we are going to be using is glycerin. But if you don't have glycerin, you can use honey. So the thing that is the most densest is gonna go on the bottom of your tower like this. So, and then the less dense will go at the top. So most dense for me is going to be glycerin. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a cup like this, put some glycerin in it, or honey. Honey is gonna work best for you guys, and you probably have it at home. So because glycerin is at the bottom, and at the bottom of the rainbow we have violet, we're gonna make purple. So to do purple, you need these 2 colors of food coloring. So do like a couple drops of red, or just 1, and 1 drop of blue. Use a spoon or a stick or anything like that, and kind of turn it, spin it around like this so you get a nice purple color. So remember, the glycerin is the most dense, so it's gonna stay down at the bottom of our rainbow jar. I think I need to do a little bit more. I already got food coloring all over me. I'd recommend you wearing gloves if you have them. So we're gonna stir this one around. There we go, nice and purple color. So once you've done that with your purple, you can go ahead and pour it into your jar. This one doesn't really matter how slow you pour it in there because it's down at the bottom, there's no other liquid in there. So there is our purple. So the next one we're going to do is the blue. So I don't actually have to put any food coloring in this because you're just going to use some Dawn dish soap. But if you have any other dish soap that's clear, you can put some blue food coloring in it. So this one you're going to want to do a little bit slower. So you can kind of just drip it down the side of the beaker like so. You want to do it nice and slow so that these 2 liquids don't mix. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, but feel free to put these in measuring cups if you'd like. You want to do them all the same measure. I might have to use the other. This one's not coming out as fast, but no worries. So we're going to start seeing a different color change here, as that Dawn dish soap is going to sit on top of that glycerin because it's not as dense as the glycerin. There we go. So you can see a slight change in it now. See, it's darker at the bottom and then that blue right there. So the next one we want to do is green. So something that is a little bit less dense than dish soap is water. So a lot of you guys probably have water at your house, I would hope. So I have a cup of water right here and I'm just going to put some green food coloring in it. Just 1 or 2. Take your stick or spoon and stir it around. Don't do too many green drops because your greens could look more like your violet if you do a lot. So just 1 or 2 is great. And then again, slowly pour this one in. If you have like a pipette or a turkey baster, you can use that too if you want it to go slower than pouring, especially for little kids. It's hard to pour really slow. And there is our green. So you can kind of see that they're mixing a little bit, but because they're denser down here than up here, they will start to even out. You just don't want to kind of like dump them in there. And then the next color we're going to be doing is yellow. So again, I don't need any food coloring for this because oil is already yellow. So I have canola oil, but you can use vegetable oil, olive oil, any kind of oil you have. So I'm just going to pour this one right in here as well. We're almost done with our rainbow. So you can kind of see this one already forming pretty well up there at the top. So this oil is going to be less dense than the water, less dense than the dish soap, and less dense than the glycerin. So there is our yellow. And then the last one is going to be our red. So the thing that is less dense of all of these guys right here is rubbing alcohol. So use this for your wounds, take care of all of those boo-boos you have. So I'm going to pour some in here. And then the top of our rainbow color is red. So I'm going to put just 1 drop of food coloring in there so we can finish off our rainbow. Oops. Let's do one more. That kind of looks pink. Oh, there we go. That's better. And then last but not least, pour it in nice and slow. Starting to level out. Even though it's kind of mixing a little bit, it's starting to level out and get on top of all of those other liquids. Alrighty. So now you have created your own rainbow in a jar. So you can see all of those different colors right here.